Hey there everybody, this is a sweet little bike that I built the other day up at the shop, and it's a Mosaic custom steel frame. Component wise, we're going to be building it up with some Chris King headset bottom bracket. It's going to have a Shimano hydraulic disc brake, lots of MB parts, fork, stem, seat post, Durace cranks, derailleurs. It's got some nice little Zip 202 disc brake wheels, and they come with the hubs with the disc brake wheels. They come with 3 different end caps for quick release or through axles there. So it was a steel frame, and it's got a custom geometry and custom paint and everything. So we got the MB fork, and this is kind of those little divots in the light blue section there accommodates a fender, as well as the bottom black portion there of the dropouts. Had some sweet Paragon Machine Works dropouts through axle style with take the flat mount disc mounting location there. So those are pretty nice. That's the first time I've seen this particular one in person. So kind of the first thing I'm doing here is just getting the fork sized up. And I can't remember if I actually had a lot of times I'll have a fit sheet and kind of know how to size everything up as I'm going along. I don't think I did on this one, so I just cut it at the maximum, basically 5 centimeters above the top of the the head tube on the frame there to the bottom of the stem. Is generally on a carbon fork is about the max you want to safely go, and then we can always cut it down there after that. And I think we did just slightly, but just got her set up there. Got the little compression plug in, and I like to lube between the even though it's a cartridge bearing, between the face of the bearing and then where the compression ring and the crown race and everything set up on it. It's nice to put some grease in between there. Keeps it from rusting and making noise and so forth. So just getting that all lined up here, set up in there, and rather than using just the normal black spacers, I found a pink carbon spacer and a white one as well. So just kind of thought it looked cool. Kind of went along with the paint scheme and such there. So I kind of decided to throw those in there, give it a little extra flair. Got all that basically set up there. Kind of you can see the MV seat post there. Put some soft material where it's clamped in. Didn't want to try to be real careful with this one to keep from scratching it. And a nice little Chris King bottom bracket there. Pretty standard, just an English threaded standard 24 millimeter. You get the little black plastic inserts that basically go between the spindle and the bearing interface there. So I've noticed that's Shimano's been doing that since really I think they first came out with these bottom brackets, but I've noticed several others are starting to incorporate that as well into their bottom brackets there. So I've noticed this is one thing. I've done a couple videos on dealing with the noise issues on your BB30 and Press Fit 30 bottom brackets, and then one thing I've noticed, SRAM on their Press Fit bottom brackets are starting to incorporate that plastic sleeve in there as well. So just kind of a little side note that I just thought about right now. But anyway, getting our bearings threaded in there to the frame, and there's several different tools that you can use for torquing the cups there into the frame. I like to use the something that covers the whole cup, kind of keeps from marring it up. It covers the whole thing, and then it also in addition covers from, you know, side to side all the way around into those divots. So works real nice to keep from scratching any of the anodization or anything off there. That's a little, I think that's the Park version there, so works real nice. So yeah, just gonna put in our little plastic anti-noise, keeping it smooth, anti-corrosion little pieces there, which they seem to definitely help as far as a lot of your creaking and things like that. But you know, Chris King bottom brackets are just really nice in general. So got your Dura-Ace 9100 series crank there. Pretty sweet. You know, I've done a few of those. I've yet to see the power meter version of that crank, but you know, I've done a few of those. They, you know, I don't know if there's a noticeable difference in the way they feel, but they definitely have a cool look to them for sure. And you know, got my little Enduro little preload cap thing there, which that's, I don't know, handy little tool. You know, it's nice to you know, for installing the cranks, and it's got a little 1/4 inch socket insert, which, you know, sometimes I'll use that if, you know, occasionally you'll get one that's really tight, and it's nice to be able to put a wrench on there to back it out. But for tightening, I always just get those things hand tight. And brake set, this is the one that I guess was ordered for the bike, and it came with the you know, I guess your 74 spaced you know, for your post mount discs, and the bike was flat mount style, so we were able to get the adapter for the rear for the frame, and just the one for the fork. We had it on order, and it just ended up being a colossal time suck, so we just went ahead and substituted a flat mount brake system. And you can see the bolts that mount all the hardware. The flat mount style, they're quite a bit smaller. I think they're a 5mm diameter bolt where it's threaded versus a 6 for the standard, like your mountain bike 74mm style. So I don't know, I thought that one came out, you know, it looked a little cleaner on the frame and such anyways, and you know, they're lighter. You know, which I think on a road bike or cyclocross bike with the skinnier tires, I mean, it's only going to put so much stress on the, you know, on your frame or your fork, and you know, just compared to a mountain bike with a big knobby tire, it's going to put so much more stress on it. So you know, I could see why you would need a bigger bolt for that application. But yeah, this is kind of just the bike. Finally got her all built up. You know, came out really nice. I went out and there was a few things. I think the saddle and pedals and things we hadn't quite picked out yet, but I threw some platforms on there and just took a little ride around. It definitely it's got a really sweet ride to it. But yeah, it's nice. You know, pretty sweet little colors and things. You know, you can't really see it, but there's a flat white over the gloss where it says Mosaic there. It's a little Envy. It's a carbon fiber fender. It's definitely light and trick looking. I don't know. It's kind of pretty minimal clearance there, so I'll have to see how it holds up in the long run with pieces, you know, gravel or something gets caught up in there. But tried to kind of get it there, but it just basically pops into those little divots on the inside part of the fork legs there, and then, you know, pops onto the bottom of the dropouts, and then there's one little part that connects the braces there to the back end of the fender. Got a internally routed line for the hydraulic hose there, which is pretty clean, pretty slick looking there. Definitely some nice attention to detail on this frame. It's I think the construction was top notch and the paint was top notch, so just a really fun little bike to build for sure. And so yeah, that's basically it for this one. I was going to try to take a better picture outside, resting up against something cool, but this was, kind of, so I got it done. It was off and away in a hurry. So anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.